Right now, more than 1 million Wisconsinites have already voted. The Madison City Clerk's office is making sure everyone knows their ballot is safe. And groups throughout the state are promoting early voting, why they say now is the time to cast your ballot. Plus, 10 days from Election Day, President Trump is back in Wisconsin for another rally.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
This is a live look at Waukesha County Airport, where President Trump is scheduled to host a rally in less than an hour. You can see hundreds of supporters have gathered already. The president rallied thousands of supporters in Janesville last Saturday night. He's scheduled to make at least one more appearance in the Badger State before Election Day on Tuesday in West Salem. Joe Biden's campaign issued a statement about the president's visit as Wisconsin sits just 5,000 cases away from an all-time total of 200,000. In a similar statement to one issued before Trump's rally last weekend, Biden says the president knew the severity of the virus and failed to tell the American people the truth. He says the pandemic, quote, is what it is because of who Trump is. If elected, Biden says he will tackle the pandemic and build back Wisconsin's economy. We'll have more campaign news in a few minutes, but it's another cool weekend here in South Central Wisconsin. Let's get a look at your first warned weather.
It's a little chilly outside this evening. Tomorrow will be chilly, and looking at the chance for some light snow to return to the area. As we take a live look with our Edgewater Skycam, cloudy skies right now. Temperature-wise, we've been sitting below average for the last several days, in the upper 30s currently with a calm breeze. Now, as we look at our Doppler tracker over the last several hours, that light snow has mainly been well off to the west in Minnesota and Iowa, but that's going to continue to move east and build into our area for tomorrow. Another cool night expected. The light snow will develop late Sunday. We won't see much accumulation with that, just a light dusting on the grassy areas, but the rest of next week looks like we'll get the sunshine back and we'll hold on to it for several days. But we'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes. Amanda.
Thank you, Dana. If ever there's a time when election security comes under heightened scrutiny, it's every 4 years for the president's race. Where does your ballot go? How does it get counted? And how can you be sure that it's safe? As Naomi Knowles explains, the Madison City Clerk's office isn't just answering those questions today. They want the public to watch the process.
This is where 8 city employees are spending their Saturday, testing 97 voting machines before they're sealed and locked up for Election Day.
In a strip mall office along East Wash, tabulator testing starts with a blank slate.
So the first thing we do is just make sure that there are no counts on the machine before we start testing. So you can see that they're all 0 first.
Then, not just every race gets tested on each machine.
You can see as I'm feeding these through, the public count populates up top.
But also every problem scenario.
This will alert the ballot that, hey, you've made a mistake on your ballot. Do you want to cast it, or would you like to return it and get a second ballot so you can fix the mistake?
Once that's done, between 15 and 45 minutes later,
We just want to make sure that we're testing every single possibility.
employees zero the machine back out and prep it for the election.
So just making sure that all our seals are on correctly.
On election morning, officials check that the seals haven't been tampered with.
They're outside this facility. They're always in the possession of one of our clerk's staff.
Staff will take these machines to Madison's 95 polling places, along with the absentee ballots that have been kept under lock and key in the city clerk's office, ready for the next step.
So they're all counted on Election Day starting at 7 a.m. and then throughout the day.
Every ballot you cast in the city of Madison, whether absentee, early in person, or on Election Day, will make its way through one of these tabulators. Reporting in Madison, Naomi Knowles for News 3 Now.
This morning's report from the Wisconsin Elections Commission shows more than 1.3 million absentee ballots have been returned statewide. About 250,000 more have voted early in person. Together, that's 54% of Wisconsin's total turnout for 2016's presidential race. The city of Middleton collected ballots today outside of its city hall. It was similar to last month's Democracy in the Park events held in Madison. Poll workers accepted the delivery of absentee ballots, and they were able to serve as voting witnesses. If you still need to return a ballot in Middleton, you can mail it, hand deliver it to your polling location, or drop it in the city's drop box. Local groups are also encouraging more people to vote ahead of the election. Unite for Democracy honored National Vote Early Day today with a Pack the Polls car parade. Organizers say voting is an essential part of a democratic society, but say in the past, Wisconsin has struggled with voter turnout.
This is one of the first opportunities that people have to vote early, so we want to make sure people have information about where they can vote, how they can vote, what's required.
After decorating their vehicles with vote early signs, participants drove out to the Allied Drive neighborhood to encourage people to vote. Attendees say raising awareness about the impact a single vote can make was key today. More than a dozen similar parades took place around the state today. Thousands of students are coming together virtually to get out the youth vote. A UW student-run group held its first Vote Early Phone-a-thon event today. Organizers texted and called peers to encourage them to vote early. The event is a part of a nationwide effort to increase civic engagement on college campuses. Organizers say their generation is the largest group of potential voters in the country.
These decisions really impact our future, and so we should be voting to make sure that we're getting a future that we want. It definitely makes me feel like I'm a bigger part of something. I think it's really powerful that there are so many young people who are interested in voting this year, who are interested in getting their peers to vote, and it definitely makes me feel more connected to the generation in general.
Their goal is to help young people understand that their vote counts. The group plans on having more events for college-age students in the lead-up to Election Day. President Trump and Joe Biden are on a busy weekend campaign trail, targeting states that are key to winning the White House. With a new jump in COVID-19 cases around the country, the pandemic is a prime topic for candidates. CBS News' Michael George has the latest.
President Trump voted at a library in West Palm Beach, Florida, not far from his Mar-a-Lago estate, then headed to the battleground state of North Carolina. At a rally in the town of Lumberton, the president said coronavirus cases are surging because of increased testing.
That's all I hear about now. That's all I hear. Turn on television. Right? COVID, 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 COVID. By the way, on November 4th, you won't hear about it anymore. COVID! COVID, please don't go and vote.
The president also holds rallies in Ohio and Wisconsin today.
I'll shut down the virus, not the economy.
At the first of two drive-in rallies in Pennsylvania, Democratic challenger Joe Biden continued to slam the president's handling of the pandemic.
What I told him at debate, we're not learning how to live with it. You're asking us to learn how to die with it.
And after a Philadelphia rally this week, former President Barack Obama campaigned in Miami for his two-term VP.
He also sat down with 60 Minutes. He was asked, what's your priority in your second term? What did Trump say? He got mad and walked out of the interview. He thought the questions were too tough.
Like many early voters across the nation, people stood in long lines in New York City.
They probably could have opened a couple more early voting areas, but I get it. And this is day one.
Our vote is our voice, so we need to make sure that everything that we want to see the country be, we at least put our vote forward.
So far, 53 million Americans have cast early ballots, shattering records. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
When he voted this morning, President Trump says his experience was perfect, adding that it was a, quote, very secure vote. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, it's Drug Take-Back Day, why local authorities say it's important to return unused and unwanted prescriptions. And tonight on News 3 Now at 10, see how a local car group is giving back to one of its own, a 17-year-old battling a rare disorder. That story is tonight at 10.
Good to see you. How are you? All right. Isaac, good to see you. How are you, man?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Vice President.
God love you. I just love to stay high. But I can't preach like you guys can.
America is a place for everyone. Those who chose this country. Those who fought for it. Some Republicans, some Democrats, and most just somewhere in between. All looking for the same thing. Someone who understands their hopes, their dreams, their pain. To listen, to bring people together, to get up every day and work to make life better for families like yours. To look you in the eye, treat you with respect, and tell you the truth. To work just as hard for the people who voted for him as those who didn't. To be a president for all Americans.
I'm Joe Biden. and I approve this message.
He's erratic.
I have 5 different strategies. I could change any moment.
Refuses to lead.
I don't take responsibility at all.
Or rely on experts.
One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
Enough.
As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America. I will defend us from every attack, seen and unseen, always, without exception, every time.
FFPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
4 years ago, Donald Trump asked Black America a simple question.
What do you have to lose?
Since then, we've seen a rise in racial violence and white supremacy, an increase in poverty while giving tax cuts to the rich. 200,000 dead from COVID. 1 in 5 are Black. We've lost our jobs, our businesses, our dignity, and even our lives. And he dares to ask,
What the hell do you have to lose?
Damn near everything.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Wisconsin is reporting more than 3,000 new coronavirus cases for the 6th day in a row. DHS and county dashboards show an increase of 3,200 cases over the last 24 hours. That's down significantly from the 4,800 reported yesterday. Nearly 200 more people were hospitalized yesterday, while 21 more people died. 42,000 of the state's 194,000 cases remain active. More local news now. Local law enforcement agencies are encouraging people to dispose of unwanted and unused medications. It's part of the state's Drug Take-Back Day. The Verona Police Department set up bins outside this morning. The department's community relations officer says there's more dangers to keeping drugs at home because there's a possibility of them being abused.
A lot of people in the past have taken these prescriptions and flushed them down the toilet, put them down the sink, and that actually has created a situation through our water treatment facilities and our water tables that there's trace amounts of those prescription drugs found in water today, and we're trying to abate that situation.
The state hosts 2 drug take-back days each year, one in late April and today's in late October. There's more on News 3 Now at 6. How early snow is making harvesting more difficult for some farmers up north. Plus, more cool temperatures to finish off your weekend. Dana's back with your first warn forecast next.
Question: are you happy with your Medicare plan? Want to get more for your money? Take a look at Quartz Medicare Advantage plans in partnership with UW Health. Quartz Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 a month, including coverage for medical, hospital, and prescriptions. With $5 primary care visits, $0 preventive care, specialist copays as low as $25, and new this year, $0 telehealth visits, allowing you to see a doctor from the comfort of home. It's no wonder that 98% of our members choose to stay with Quartz. That's loyalty we strive to earn every day. Learn more by requesting your free planning guide from Quartz today, featuring cost and coverage details, plus other information to help you choose the right plan for you. Quartz Medicare Advantage plans also offer more value, with plans including preventive and comprehensive dental benefits with up to $550 reimbursement, vision benefits with up to $300 reimbursement for glasses or contacts, coverage for hearing exams and hearing aid copays as low as $700 per aid, and up to $160 reimbursement for over-the-counter health-related items. Quartz Medicare Advantage also includes fitness benefits and our new Snowbird travel benefits, giving you the same as in-network coverage as you travel across America. All from a plan that works closely with and gives you easy access to UW Health, an integrated health system serving more than 600,000 people each year. Together, we help you live well. Switch to Quartz Medicare Advantage. Call 888-718-7756 or visit quartzmedicareplans.com/enroll to request your free planning guide from Quartz today. That's 888-718-7756.
Attention, fellow seniors. This election will determine your Medicare benefits. Under President Trump, Medicare premiums in Wisconsin have gone down 21%. But with the Biden-Harris healthcare plan, Medicare will change private insurance eliminated, hospitals closed. You could even lose your doctor. Protect your Medicare coverage. Vote for President Trump. Learn more at seniorsbeware.com.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Ginseng farmers in Wausau are hustling this weekend to get their crops out of the ground. It comes after they got some snow in the area this week. One farmer says this year's forecast reminds him of a Mother's Day 10 years ago when snow destroyed hundreds of acres of covering. And he says the early winter weather is not boding well for farmers who are hoping to harvest their crops.
I had experience in the past where once the ground freezes and the snow doesn't melt, that you can't finish digging and you either have to wait till next year or dig in the spring.
Sue says it's not just ginseng being affected. There's other work outside of harvesting that will not get done this year. Let's get a look at your first warned weather. We are keeping with that chilly pattern.
We are. It is a little cool outside right now, and we're keeping with that light snow pattern also. Right now, we don't have anything on our Doppler track in southern Wisconsin, but as we look out to the west, some light snow currently moving through the Dakotas, Minnesota, northern Iowa. That's going to continue to move east, and we'll have some light snow passing into our area by tomorrow afternoon. Overnight, mostly cloudy with a slight chance for some flurries early in the day, but that won't lead to any accumulation in the early morning and afternoon. Things should be pretty quiet outside. It's not until the middle of the afternoon that we start to have the chance for some light snow and light rainfall to build in. Notice those temperatures are in the mid to upper 30s, so if anything does fall, that won't be sticking. But overnight, we will drop to the lower 30s, close to 30 degrees. So for early Monday morning, you might see a light dusting on the grassy areas or along the edge of the driveway. That won't last through the day on Monday, though. High temperatures start to climb back up above freezing, near 40 for Monday afternoon. The cloud coverage breaks up Monday night into Tuesday, and then we're back to some sunshine. We get to hold on to the sunshine for much of next week. Overall accumulation totals, again, just a dusting likely. We'll see a little bit of light snow on the ground early in the morning along the western edge and the southern edge of Wisconsin, but that only lasts for a little bit of time before things start to really melt away and we're back to the sun. High temperatures tomorrow in the upper 30s with that light rain and snow chance developing late in the day into early Monday. Upper 30s for Monday and Tuesday with highs getting back to the 40s by the end of the week. So still a very chilly trend. This time of year, we should be seeing high temperatures in the middle 50s. For Halloween on Saturday, we'll be at about 50 for our afternoon highs. So pleasant in the afternoon for the end of October, but once the sun sets, if you are trying to do anything spooky in the backyard or trying to do any sort of a safe trick-or-treating, temperatures will start to drop closer to 40 degrees after the sun sets.
And it's better than the big snow that we had last year on Halloween, so I'll take that.
Don't need to repeat that.
All right, thank you so much, Jana. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6. Need a night out of the kitchen? Consumer Reports recommends the top frozen meals to eat for dinner tonight. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
What does that mean for you? Household incomes down $6,500 a year. Higher gas prices at the pump and utility bills at home.
And here's how it works. I'm going to raise taxes.
Small businesses pay more. 5 million jobs lost.
You're going to get a tax raise.
An economy in ruins. That's what Joe Biden's tax increase means for you.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Your family has a wide range of personalities. And so does ours. With Volkswagen's wide range of SUVs, you can all ride together. Or not. Click, call, or come by your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing for 60 months on 2020 Atlas Cross Sport models.
Hey, it's Shackleford.
Did you say Shackleford?
Yeah, they replaced my old furnace with a new Carrier furnace. You know, turn to the experts.
Oh, Shackleford. They fixed my furnace with no surprises.
Did someone say Shackleford?
Shackleford. Book your fall maintenance check today.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
The Social Security Administration just released a report saying that if a plan like the one Trump is proposing goes into effect, the Social Security Trust Fund would be, and I quote, permanently depleted by the middle of calendar year 2023. Put it plainly, Trump's plan would wipe out Social Security. If I'm your president, we're going to protect Social Security and Medicare. You have my word. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
We're down to the single digits, just 9 days to go until the election. You're likely being bombarded with Trump and Biden news. So Sunday morning, we're breaking down some of the biggest local referendums on the ballot and how much they could cost you. See you at 6:30.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Many of us are cooking more these days, but even the best home chef needs a break now and then. If dining out or takeout isn't your thing, or you're in a hurry and need something fast, Consumer Reports says look no further than your freezer for tasty and nutritious frozen meals.
People are keeping their pantries filled to lessen trips to the store. And now freezers might be filling up too, as frozen meals are becoming more popular. Why?
When it comes to frozen meals, consumers want healthy, less processed ingredients, and manufacturers are delivering on this. And we're seeing bolder flavors in different cuisines.
Consumer Reports checked out 30 frozen meals that you'd find in your supermarket. What's in them, and how much of the nutritional good stuff are you actually getting? CR testers first picked at their meals, literally separating each element of the meals to weigh the healthful ingredients, such as vegetables, whole grains, and beans. Although portion sizes could be small, most had 1 to 1.5 cups of healthy ingredients.
Our highest scoring frozen meals were not only tasty, but also had mostly whole food ingredients and were lower in sodium.
Testers found manufacturers offering plenty of spices and interesting vegetarian options, but scored many of the dishes with chicken lower because the chicken was dry, chewy, or varied in texture. Here are some meals that CR says are both nutritious and tasty. If you like your frozen meal hot, as in spicy, the unwrapped burrito bowl from Healthy Choice Simply Steamers is a flavorful spicy rice and bean dish in a tangy tomatillo sauce with roasted corn, red, and other spicy peppers. Bird's Eye Steam Fresh Superfood blends chickpeas and spinach can be a whole meal or split up as a side. It's a simple brown rice and barley dish with veggies dressed in fresh citrus flavors. Amy's Bowl's Harvest Casserole is a tangy mix of red beans, quinoa, and sweet potatoes with some kale and broccoli. And your freezer makes it easy to put whole foods on your whole plate. This is Luz Montez.
If your favorite frozen meal is too small to fill you, CR has healthy tips to beef it up. They say serve it with a side salad or mix in some steamed edamame or roasted cauliflower to boost the nutrition. Let's take one more live look at Waukesha County Airport. President Trump is scheduled to speak to supporters at the top of the hour. It's his second straight Saturday in Wisconsin. He was in Janesville last weekend. We'll have coverage of the president's speech tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Let's take one more look at weather.
We are expecting some light snow to develop tomorrow afternoon. That'll continue through the evening and into Monday morning. Won't lead to much accumulation as temperatures for Monday afternoon will be climbing to the upper 30s. Could see a light dusting though along the western edge of the state and along the southern edge of the state also. The rest of the week we get partly sunny skies, back to a dry trend and thankfully a sunny trend. It's been cloudy for the last few days, but still chilly outside. Halloween we'll see high temperatures close to 50 with those temperatures falling into the 40s once the sun does set.
All right, at least some sunshine. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.